Welcome to Is There Life Out There? If I knew then what I know now. Let's talk about red flags when it comes to dating. Being on this planet for 5 decades, there's a lot of things that I knew then, what I know now. Number one would be hot and cold behavior. Communication might be sporadic, might be hearing from someone nonstop for 3 days. And then all of a sudden, they disappear. This could be somebody talking about making future plans, maybe even a date, and they kind of ghost you. You don't hear from them, and you're like, well, is it happening or isn't it? Only showing interest when they may feel that you're losing interest, communicating with you sporadically, enough to kind of keep you wondering, hanging on, are they interested or are they not interested? Why this matters? Because consistency builds trust, right? Not emotional confusion, which is a red flag for me. Number two, pushing boundaries or disrespecting boundaries, whether it's physically, financially, emotionally. Example, if you're not feeling well or you need a quiet evening, or this is somebody that knows that you had plans, maybe to hang out with a friend, and they don't respect those boundaries. They keep calling, texting. And why that's a red flag is because a person who pushes boundaries, those little boundaries, will push bigger ones later. Number three, controlling behaviors. Maybe questioning your friends or your activities or people you're hanging out with. Maybe somebody who, I'm just giving examples, who asks you why you're wearing certain things or telling you what to wear. You know, sometimes if you're going on a date and you're asking, like, how should I dress? That is one thing. But if you're not asking for their opinion, then this could be somebody who's a little bit controlling. And why this matters? Because it may be a sign that someone's trying to mold you to what they want you to be or isolate you from people or activities that you enjoy. And that is a huge red flag. Number four, jealousy or possessiveness. Healthy interest is one thing, but suspicion or ownership is another. Examples, they question on who liked a social media post or somebody that maybe you took pictures with. It could be a coworker you had lunch with potentially. And there's always a suspiciousness or always wanting to know about everything and everyone or being suspicious that you're up to something. You feel like you have to reassure them every time you hang out with friends, family, or even coworkers, right? Why this matters? You should never have to explain innocent interactions in the beginning stages of a relationship. Number five, neediness or emotional dependence. This is a big one. Wanting to connect again is very normal, right? But you should not have to fulfill every emotional gap or all their time in the beginning stages of getting to know someone. That is not normal. They become upset or guilt trip you if you want to spend time on your hobbies or other things, or again with friends. And they want you to be available at every waking moment, including texting back quickly and all of those things. Sometimes you get busy. Sometimes you're at work and you just can't text back right away. Why this matters? Oftentimes, showing you they're a stage 5 clinger, okay? Honestly. And you will constantly feel like you need to regulate their emotions, and that just doesn't work. This is somebody who is beyond needy and they're hard work. They need to be able to regulate their own emotions themselves and not count on others to do that for them. Number 6, dishonesty. Small lies often become bigger lies later. Lying about who they were, their relationship status, or maybe friends with benefits that they have or had, or lie about small, unnecessary things that aren't even worth lying about. Why this matters? If someone's story keeps changing, what else are they hiding? It just builds trust issues. In every relationship, if nothing else, you've got to have trust. Number 7, lack of accountability. Example, they had a bad day at work. It's always their coworker's fault. I mean, in some cases it might be. But if it's constant, sometimes that is just negative thought processes or a lack of taking accountability for their part in things. All their exes were crazy. Love this one. Maybe they kept picking the same type of person. Example, maybe a drinker. Remember, it takes 2 to tango. If you call them out on something and they turn around and tell you you're overreacting or blame you, they gaslight you, tell you being ridiculous. Why this matters? Because these types of people will blame shift instead of apologizing or owning their own crap. And this could lead to much bigger problems later on. It could be emotionally or physically cheating, and they're going to blame it on the person who contacted them. Be careful with that. Number 8, rudeness or entitlement. Pay attention to how they treat others. They may be sweet to you, but watch how they treat family, friends, strangers, cashiers at the grocery store, servers at a restaurant. Do they have manners? Do they treat them respectfully? They say please and thank you. Why this matters? Because this may be someone who expects others to go above and beyond for them with very little gratitude. It's entitlement. They expect others to do for them, but chances are, in the long run, they don't expect to have to give much back. And that is a red flag. Number 9, emotionally unavailable people. Let's get into this one. Examples. They shut down any serious conversations. Could be about future plans, right? Or they avoid wanting to talk about their emotions or maybe how they're feeling about you or where they feel the connection is going. Disappear when you want to know their level of interest. Why this matters? Because oftentimes it means you're getting strung along. Maybe under it all, they're here for a good time, not a long time, or hiding feelings potentially for someone else. But oftentimes, this is somebody who's probably playing you. Number 10, manipulation or gaslighting. Okay, we've touched on a little bit of this, but they make you doubt your truth or reality. Telling you something never happened when you know it did, or they never said something and you know damn well they did. And they make you question yourself, saying you're sensitive and brushing it off like it's no big deal. Again, being very dismissive of your feelings. Why this matters? Because over time, they will start to make you question your own instincts, your own mind, and it really can play on your mental health, and that's very dangerous. You will never win with someone like that. Number 11, anger problems. Watch their reactions when they're under stress, when they're frustrated, or even if you have a slight disagreement. Examples: do they lash out and start yelling, taking it out on you or everyone around them? Whether it be you who pissed them off or someone else. Punching things, maybe a wall. Pretty dramatic, but it happens. Or make cruel comments, also known as maybe a bit of a dirty fighter. Why it matters? This person lacks self-control under stress. Over time, this can become very dangerous. Walking on eggshells to keep the peace. Wrong on every level. Huge red flag. I'm out. Number 12, substance abuse. Someone who claims to drink socially. Examples, but they're drunk 5 out of 7 nights. This may be somebody who tells you, I don't have to drink. I can quit anytime. That's a famous line. Spends days off, hungover, and unable to function properly. Their drinking may put a damper on your plans, whether it be because they're unable to participate or because they're hungover. They're tired and in a bad mood. Why this matters? Because alcoholism is a real thing. And I said substance abuse, so this could be drugs as well. This is somebody who's beyond a social drinker. And I refuse to be punished with somebody else's hangover when I don't even drink. One thing I have learned over the years is actions always speak louder than words. And just remember, if somebody is truly interested in you, where there's a will, there's a way. It's not hard to pick up the phone and communicate. It's not hard to find time to spend with somebody. And here's a little bonus. We can call this number 13, or this is me closing off the video, so I'm just going to throw it out there. But another huge red flag to me is somebody who wants to keep you on the down low. They don't really want you talking about it. They don't want to tell their friends, family, maybe kind of sneaking around, it feels like, or they don't want to go out in public with you. There's 100% a reason for that. Whether it be they're kind of playing the field, they already have someone on the line that they've been talking to, dating. Maybe they even have a friends with benefits. There's somebody who wants their cake and wants to eat it too. Be very careful with stuff like that. I feel if you are going to go out on a date with someone, always tell people where you're going, be safe, meet in public. But somebody after a certain amount of time who's still trying to keep you like a dirty little secret, or you feel like they're hiding something, they're not telling you everything, don't ever discredit your gut. Your gut will never lie. And don't ever allow someone to manipulate you into believing anything different. Anyways, I hope you found this helpful and insightful. You wouldn't mind hitting that like button. I'd be so grateful. And bye for now.